Hi everyone, I'm down the bottom of my garden and it's dusk. The sun's just going down. And I wondered what I could hear. Now it's a bit windy, so what you might hear is a bit of a breeze. But listen up as well and see if you can hear anything else. I'm going to turn my phone around because if you look, we've got a field behind us, so you can see the wood at the other side of the field. What I'm really loving at the moment is that all I can hear in my garden at this time of night is bird song. Like, that was on cue, wasn't it? It's like I told them what to do. Listen again. Wow. There are so many birds. And you know, always knew there were lots of birds, but I could never hear them like I can hear them now. And you know, the other thing that I've really noticed is that normally in my back garden, you know that we live near Petersfield, and I can normally hear the A3. In fact, I'll be honest, sometimes the A3 is a bit annoying. It's quite noisy. And we've got another road not far from us, which is also quite a busy main road. So between that and the A3, there's always traffic noise in our garden. I can hear a little bit, but it's not as noisy as it used to be. And you know, the other thing I've noticed, look at the sky. The other thing that's missing is the aeroplane noise. There was always aeroplane noise, always. But there's no aeroplane noise either, isn't it? Quiet. It's really quiet. I think the birds are noisier than they used to be. I don't think that's just because everything else is quieter. I just think the birds are noisier in this garden than they used to be. And I think, you know, this is a bit of a strange time, isn't it? We've all found it a little bit difficult. But we've got to remember that there are some things going on right now that are really good. There are some positive things happening during lockdown. And for me, one of the positive things that's been going on during lockdown is the fact that I've got birds in my garden I never knew were here. In fact, I'm going to tell you now that today I had 4 pheasants in my garden. And no, I didn't try to eat any of them in pie. It's really lovely. Listen to them all. I wonder what they're all doing. I'm going to leave it there for a minute. Good morning, everyone. I hope you enjoyed listening to the birdsong in my garden. I had a very early start this morning and now I'm feeling a little bit sleepy, but it's all right because I've got my cup of tea to keep me going. I think that we need to spread a bit of positivity during this lockdown. So today, I'd like you to have a big think about something, a good thing, that has come out of this time for you. Something that you've really enjoyed. Something that you're doing every day that's making you happy. Something that you wouldn't normally be doing. And today we're going to write a tweet about it. A tweet? What's a tweet? I wonder if any of you know what a tweet is. Well, there's a social media platform called Twitter. And Twitter's unusual because on Twitter, you can only write a very short message. So there's the good news. There's some positivity for you to start with. I'm actually only expecting a short message today from you. And people all over the world use Twitter to share news and thoughts and feelings. And in fact, I think probably the best way to explain what Twitter is like is to show you some. Before I show you a couple of them, one of the things you need to know about Twitter is that people use hashtags. That's where the hashtag thing came from. And so I went on Twitter earlier today and I searched for the hashtag. I looked up hashtag lockdown positivity, just to see what came up. And here's a few examples. Let's read this tweet together. This person said, "Beside all the bad things going on, how beautiful it is to see people walking around their city for the first time in ages. Parents walking with their kids, kids biking with their siblings, running with their dogs. Hope this continues. Hashtag lockdown positivity." And in this tweet, the person's included some photographs. Garden a few doors up has gone above and beyond with their lockdown knitting. The sweetest and brightest little knitted creatures to brighten anyone's walk a day. And then they put lots of little emojis, look, and then a hashtag lockdown positivity again. Can you see the people? They've knitted all sorts of little creatures to decorate their front garden so the people walking past are cheered up. Isn't that lovely? It's good, isn't it, to see what people are saying? It's interesting that one person there really, really liked the fact that he could see people walking around his city, and he liked watching the families and people with their dogs and seeing people out and about and walking around a lot more than normal. Somebody else really, really liked the fact that somebody in their street's been knitting crazy creatures for their front garden. I tell you, actually, one thing I could have tweeted about is that in Petersfield, a few roads away from me, there's a man that owns a balloon company, and he's created a massive rainbow of balloons outside his front house. Outside the front of his house. It's just amazing. So there's lots of special things that we could be celebrating, aren't there? So I was thinking that I might write a tweet about my bird song. And I had a little think about what it was. I just wanted to tell everybody, like a news, like some, spreading some good news about my amazing bird song. Here's my tweet so you can see what I wrote. It's dusk and I'm standing in my back garden listening to the incredible amount of bird song. There's no traffic, noise, no aeroplane engines, just the twittering and chattering of what seems like 1,000 different birds. Hashtag lockdown positivity. Now, there is one tricky thing you need to know about tweets. Tweets are only allowed to be 140 characters long. Now, when they talk about characters, they mean every single thing that you use to write your sentence. So that includes the spaces and the punctuation. Okay, so if I had the words write a tweet, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And if I put a full stop, 14. 14 characters. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 11 letters, but there are 14 characters. You need to count the characters. Okay, so you're only allowed 140 characters when you write your tweet today. It can't be longer than that, so you've got to do some really careful counting. And that includes your hashtag, because it must have hashtag lockdown positivity at the end of it, and that is included in your character count. Okay? Ooh, tricky.